Midjourney recently released a new feature where you can build your own style by assembling a collection of images that all have the same look. These mood boards are amazing because they can help generate a new picture in a style you're already happy with. But I've had quite a few people comment asking me what's the difference between mood boards and style references. Like, why do mood boards even matter? First, let me say it's a good question to ask because the output of these two features are super similar, but there are some key differences in their implementation. So let me explain why I suggest going all in on Midjourney's newest feature. Let's start with the most simple advantage: convenience. Mood boards are way easier to maintain and implement than a style reference. For style references, or SREFs as I'll call them, you either need to have the images on tap to attach to your prompts, or you'll need the SREF code that is associated with that particular style. So it's a pain to have to constantly reattach certain images as a reference, and there is currently no way to keep your codes handy, especially since some of them can be like 10 digits long. Even though mood boards also have complicated codes, they aren't nearly as long as SREF codes, and they can be saved by custom names and accessed through the prompt settings menu, which means it's just way easier to find what you're looking for as you start to collect more and more styles. And then we have the concept of longevity. SREF codes from version 6 are not guaranteed to work in future versions, and truthfully mood board codes aren't either, but I think there is a much greater chance that our mood board efforts will transfer to version 7, while the style reference system might be revamped completely. Now, how about the idea of control? I mentioned some smaller differences between the two features so far, but the biggest change is how you control them and how they behave. Let me try to explain, and then I will show you an example. Shout out to Zernius1366 because I liked how they broke it down. You can think of style reference as being heavy-handed in how it affects the new generation. Like, the color palette is going to be transferred and emphasized for sure, and we adjust the strength of that influence with a parameter called style weight, --SW, then 0 to 1000, with 100 being the default. While mood boards actually fall under the personalization system, which is triggered with --P in our prompts. And this system provides a much more nuanced understanding of your preferences. The strength of the --P system is actually controlled with the stylized value. That's --S, and then a value between 0 and 1000, with 100 being the default. That might not mean much to you, so let me show you an example and how you can test the differences yourself. I'm going to show you the same prompt on the same seed number with 3 different references. We're going to use 2 different style references and then the mood board system. So I ran SREF random a few times to get different codes, and I like this one right here in the middle. It was made on this code here, so I'm going to click on this, add it to the prompt, and then we'll choose a subject and a seed number. I'm going to go with Batman because I like Batman, okay? Why not? He might be the most consistent character on my channel. I'm going to do a 4:7 aspect ratio, a little verticality, and then why don't we try seed 222? You can choose whatever seed number you want for your test, it really does not matter, but you need to choose one so that we lock in this variable. We do not want different seed values affecting our prompt. We want the other parts of the prompt to determine the results. And then we're going to do something similar. We're going to run Batman on that seed number, except this time we're going to attach all of these images as a style reference. So you can just click and drag to add them to the prompt, and then make sure you click on style reference, which will be the middle icon. So Batman 4:7 on this seed number with these as a style reference, we'll hit enter. So we used a style reference code, we use those exact pictures as a style reference. Now let's create a mood board from those pictures, and then we'll use the mood board feature to create the same prompt. And we can really see what the differences are. So we'll go over here to personalize, create a new mood board. Look at that, 100. I'm going to call this MB test 2 because I've already ran one of these tests a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to click on add from gallery, and then I'm going to add the 4 images. Now I will copy that code at the top, type Batman, aspect ratio of 4:7, and then seed 222. Now let's take a look at the result and see if we can identify any clear differences. I'm telling you, they're all going to look really similar, so I don't think it ultimately matters which route you go, but I'll let you be the judge. First, we have Batman using that style reference code. And sure, these are pretty cool. I like this one here a lot. Now let's check out what happens when instead of the code, we just use those pictures as the reference. Okay, what do you think? I know it's kind of hard to visualize the differences, but I would say that maybe the color palette did get transferred a little more. Is that something you want? I don't know. And don't forget that you can adjust the influence with the style weight parameter. We didn't touch the parameter, so it's a default of 100, but we could bump it up all the way to 1000. And now let's see what this prompt looks like when we used a mood board made out of those same pictures. Like, Whoa, what do you think? Aren't they quite different? Especially because we use the same seed number, we use the same starting blueprint. That allows us to make other changes to our prompt to test the differences. And the only differences we have in these results are the references used. So what do you think? Again, they're really similar in nature to the other examples, but would you describe these as a little more subtle? Maybe the color palette is a little different between the four. Like here we have the light pink, this one's a little more darker, this one's a little more red, and this one maybe is a little more gray. And if this was a little hard to tell, let's do another test, but this time I'll keep them all on one page. I got an idea. So instead of Batman, let's try, what can we prompt for? Let's go with a fluffy cat. All right, now what do you think between the differences? On the bottom is the SREF code, the middle is the style reference, and the mood board code is at the top. There is one similar cat found in all three examples, and I think that's pretty cool, which again just maybe goes to show you that the difference doesn't really matter. I don't know. I'd love to hear from you. What do you see? Again, because some of the quality of life features I mentioned earlier, like ease of access, I'd say go with the mood board, but of course, it's up to you. So what you should be doing. Do you have an SREF code that you really like? Generate a bunch of images and then literally build a mood board out of them. This will solve the access issue as well as any longevity problems. And what should you call the style? What should you name it? I like to ask GPT if I'm being honest. Send the bot some images and then tell it to focus on the style rather than the subject matter and remind it to be creative. But look, my suggestion isn't going to matter much unless you know how to really take advantage of what it can do. Like, did you know I can test a mood board in different ratios by typing --MB? Make sure you watch this video next to learn how I set it up. I hope you're doing well, take care, and I'll see you next time. Peace.